البساطة الأنيقة تمنحك بيتا غير مبالغ في شكله أو كلفته، كفيل بأن يجعل ساكنيه يشعرون بالرضا. أما الكلاسيكي الفخم فقد صمم داخله وخارجه بناء على ذوق خاص ومتطلبات فردية. أما الديكور ذو القدرة على تجاوز الزمن فيبرز في هذه الشقة المطلة على ساو باولو. أما منزل العطلات الذي يحلم كل إنسان بلحظاته الهادئة فهو هذا البيت الذي يحمل اسم جناحي الفراشة ويحلق فوق بحيرة وغابة. على 1000 متر مربع يبدو البيت ضيفا أنيقا، أمامه مساحة لا تشعره بالضيق، والفضل يعود لسر الهندسة التي اختارت أن يكون الأسلوب السهل والمباشر سبيلا لتحقيق بيت عائلي أنيق.
The design of the house always comes from the interior, because we always work from the living space and then it comes out. We like to use like the straight shapes because we like to go straight to the point. We don't like to have anything extra because of for cost and everything. We think less is more.
يعطي ظهره للشارع، وظهره مدخل البيت الرئيسي حيث يمتد الجسر لينقلك إلى الداخل.
We didn't make a bridge so we can say, for example, this is something interesting to make a bridge going into a house. Everything we make has a reason. We use big windows because there's a beautiful view, and because of Cyprus, because we have a lot of sun, we wanted all the natural light to be able to come in the house. And then as you see over there, the wooden box that comes out is also, it causes a nice shade for the veranda at the bottom, so if somebody wants to sit there in the summer, it would be a very nice and comfortable place and not too hot. The plot was in a very steep slope, so we had to consider how we're gonna have the bedrooms and the living rooms. So the bedrooms ended up to be on the down floor, so we can have the living room at the same level as the road.
الكونكريت والخشب يلتقيان مرة جديدة ليوازنا الشكل، حيث يضفي الخشب فخامة على رحابة الكونكريت والفراغ الذي يمنحه للبيت.
Every furniture is custom made according to the customer's needs. We like to design everything to be suitable with the whole concept of the house. We don't like our house to have this concept and then put a piece of furniture that does not match with everything. Our customers, Andoni and Andrea, are teachers, so they wanted an office room. They wanted it to be included in the open space, but also in a way to have it closed, so they don't have, if there's somebody studying, they don't have the noise, and they have some silence in the bedroom.
We choose to make this house because we think that it's very good for a family.
We like our houses to be very comfortable and feel homey. We like our customers to be in the same area, all like with the whole family, to feel as if it's a family place.
During the summer, the house is very cool, and during the winter, it's very warm. Basically, last year, we didn't need central heating at all, or air conditioning during the summer. So this is very cost-effective for us.
بعد الفاصل.
Hello, Qatar TV. My name is Bob Hurwitz, and welcome to the Bradbury Estate. We're on 8 acres of absolutely the best real estate in America.
We wanted wood. We got it.
The house looks like a butterfly.
الكلاسيكي الفخم يبقى مطلبا في كل الأوقات طالما هناك من يجد في الديكور تعبيرا عن أحلامه وهواياته، ويجد في البيت مكانا مثاليا لإبرازهما.
The square footage of the main house is approximately 30,000 square foot. With the other buildings, it comes to about 47,000 square feet. You're on 8 acres of absolutely the best real estate in America. When you actually enter the property through these massive gates, you are on a 600-foot bluestone driveway. And the wall that runs the complete length of the drive was constructed by 4 workers by hand over an 8-year period. The kitchen was actually designed by the owner's personal chef. Features a copper ceiling, a marble center island, and guess what? That stove is $100,000. The formal dining room is astounding. It looks like it just came out of a museum. You have amazing marble columns. The walls are English oak. And it seats easily 15 or 16 people at the formal dining room table.
الدفء والقوة ميزتان رئيسيتان في الصورة الأولى للبيت، وعند التعمق أكثر في كل مرافقه نستشف لمسات وقطعا متحفية تبرز تحالف المال والذوق في بعض الزوايا.
The library is my favorite room in the house. 40-foot ceilings, carved wood, leaded glass. One of the walls is like nothing you'll see anywhere else. It is leather with 45 caliber bullet casings in it. You have another gigantic limestone fireplace, big screen TV, just a very comfortable and amazing room to spend time in.
لا تستطيع أن تتجاهل غرفة المكتبة. ثمة ما يجذبك غير الفخامة، يجذبك التواصل بين جميع الزوايا ولمسة خفية تربط بين أجزاء البيت.
The pool is unique in this property, not only by its size, which is 350,000 gallons, and the fact that it's infinity edged, just incredibly striking, like something you might see at the finest Las Vegas hotel. Another feature that is even more amazing than this pool is a trout pond, which was constructed at a cost of $8.5 million. It is 1 million gallons. It is 16 feet deep. It is stocked with rainbow trout. There is a 2-story waterfall on the pond. And then you have this incredible pool house, which is like nothing you will ever see in a pool house. The master suite is amazing. You have an enormous dome ceiling that was hand painted. The master suite is enormous. It has a huge limestone fireplace. And as you can see on the floor, there's an amazing trophy of a grizzly bear, which was harvested by the owner.
الألوان التي توحي بالعزلة والدفء والاستغناء عن الخارج أوجدت لتكون جاذباً للاكتفاء بداخل البيت من غير حاجة لجلسة خارجية قد تكون قاسية وسط هذا الانكشاف تحت الشمس.
Taking the elevator down to the lowest level, we arrive at the theater. It's a 3D theater. Padded walls, a separate projection room because the owner did not want the projector in the same room as the theater. What is astounding about this property is the fact that cost was never a consideration in any element of it. Whatever is the best, that is what the owner did.
زحمة ساو باولو تجعل التنقل بطوافة ضرورة بالنسبة لأصحاب الأعمال.
So this gentleman arrives in the morning at work on his helicopter. He goes to lunch on his helicopter, returns from lunch on his helicopter, and now they're coming to pick him up so he can go home for the evening.
ومن الضرورات الأخرى أن يكون البيت قادراً على شحن ساكنه بالطاقة والقوة، إما عبر إطلالته أو عبر تصميمه الداخلي.
Good morning, Qatar Television and your audience, and welcome to our home in São Paulo, Brazil. It's a strong apartment. It exudes a strong personality.
This is São Paulo.
18 million people. Sometimes I think all of them are right here, outside my window. The wood is actually old wood, and it came from a bridge that was more than 100 years old that was demolished in the state of Santa Catarina to the south of São Paulo. Before I moved to São Paulo, I was living in California, and my wife and I were sitting around one evening, and she was looking at an architectural magazine, and she said, "The next time you're in Brazil, I want you to look up this architect."
Carlos designed us this magnificent door, and every time I walk in our apartment, I smile, whether it's my lips or inside me. I love it. It sets the stage, and I think it also sets the stage for guests that are coming over. Because when we open the door for people to come into our home, into our living room when we're entertaining, they always comment on the door.
Excellent.
My husband and I have a very similar design aesthetic, so it was quite easy to collaborate with the architect who loves wood. And I think that that was really the basis for the apartment, was we wanted wood. We got it.
لم تسمى هذه الشقة الواقعة في قلب المدينة عبثاً بالصندوق الخشبي، لأن مجمل جدرانها وأرضياتها وأسقفها لبست رداء خشبياً وفرشت بقطع منتقاة جعلت شخصيتها مفعمة بالقوة والحضور.
A lot of the furniture that's in our living room, all the wood pieces are from Carlos. We brought them to California, then they came back to Brazil. So they're frequent flyers.
I really felt like not only did I get to meet a man who designs great furniture, but I got to feel what he feels when he makes the furniture.
And I know many times in the past I've seen pieces of art, but they're not comfortable. His work is comfortable, and I really appreciate that.
I think there are little bits in various rooms that have a part of me. I think I had the most influence on the kitchen. I wanted the look to be warm, utilitarian, but still have a little bit of an edge to it. A kitchen that you go into and you just smile and say, this is a kitchen. As a mother, as a wife, the kitchen is the heart of the house. I love the wood on this staircase. They use two different types of wood, and it's part of the apartment that you can really look at and say, yes, this is art. This is one of the parts that makes me feel like we really live in art, is that staircase. The design is in the apartment, the layout in the apartment, it encourages flow.
Each of the bedrooms have enough space so that you're comfortable in it, you don't feel squeezed.
And now we go into one of my favorite places, our bedroom. Spend a lot of time in here. And this bed was made for us while we were still in California. I remember when we first got it, I just loved feeling, again, this curve. There's warmth to wood that marble can't replicate. And a lot of people like marble as a countertop. I prefer wood for a bathroom. My daily life in this apartment is one of pure enjoyment. Every day I thank Carlos for what he gave us, because it's not just a design. It was a gift of art that he gave us. Thank you, Qatar TV and your audience. I hope you've enjoyed our architecture as much as we do.
Thank you, Qatar Television, for visiting us in our home today. I hope you enjoyed the design and architecture.
بعد الفاصل.
Hello, Qatar TV. My name is Manolo Mestre, and you're welcome to Mexico. The house looks like a butterfly. Hello, Qatar TV. My name is Manolo Mestre, and you're welcome to Mexico. I'm an architect and designer, and we are in Valle de Bravo, where I have built several houses. This one is one of my favorite ones. It's called Alas de Mariposa, which means butterfly wings. The house looks like a butterfly. It has two wings up and up to the wind. And we were very lucky because the facade where we were looking, it was the north. So we were able to open up that big windows into the view, surrounded by the forest. I didn't buy the wood locally because the wood here is protected, and there is an area north of Mexico where they have all these farms with wood, and these are all pine wood. So, which is also the local wood that you find here. So we found these huge tree trunks, and we thought it would be the ideal thing to have this structure floating in these tree trunks. And so we created this kind of structure with wood and then put the skin of glass around it. So it really feels like it's open, but at the same time it's protected from the elements.
لم يسمى عبثاً بجناحي الفراشة، فأنت هنا تحلق داخل عمارة اكتسبت من البيئة كل مكوناتها، من الحجر بأنواعه إلى الخشب، واستقرت داخل غابة بمواجهة البحيرة.
If you come out to the left from the foyer, what you see is the terrace and the dining room and the kitchen to the left, which is very integrated. It just makes it feel very human in scale, despite of being in this openness, having this openness. I want to touch the souls of the inhabitants. I want to bring them to a higher state of perception and connection with nature. So that's why the house is surrounded by this glass skin, to connect with nature and feel the sky, feel the rain. The furniture in the house, we tried to make it very natural, and so we found this person who had a lot of dead trees, and he had a permit to exploit them. And that's how we created the dining room table. So some of the pieces that you see here are a collection from the original Mexican painters from mid-century and some contemporary painters. Also, it's interesting to note that the lamp on top of the dining room was designed by Ricardo Legorreta, an old friend of mine that sadly passed away recently.
المواد الأصلية واللمسة الطبيعية البعيدة عن التصنع تشكل خارج البيت كلوحة، وتجعل داخله أقرب إلى احتياجات ساكنيه من حيث توفر أسباب الراحة وعناصر الجمال عبر تمازج فني وشفاف بين الطبيعة والبيت.
Also in the entrance we have a wall that divides the inside from the outside, and it's made with it's a Mexican stone that is transparent. It's called onyx. Then you follow that path, and at the distance you see this kind of gazebo, which is the master bedroom that stays as its own. And it has an amazing feeling. It's a nest. I wanted to create a nest among the trees. And when you're in that room, you feel like floating in these wonderful pine tops. Thank you, Qatar TV. Hasta la vista.